Between Brush Street and I-375, that's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Detroit Lions. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And a signal there for the fair catch, so this opening drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Drop 60, drop 60. 79 Broncos.
They're going to look to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
The Lions at 13-1 now on the year, and they come in on the heels of yet another victory. That ran their win streak, Charles, up to 7 now.
And I think that last win, that established them and stamped them, to me, as Super Bowl frontrunners. They're playing with extreme confidence, and you need that in order to go all the way.
Second and 10.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings. Cougar 19. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Back to throw here.
And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Now they'll audible to something else. They'll run for the first time with the speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Now back to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit.
Amon-Ra St. Brown
With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year.
And the Lions will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10.
At their own 28-yard line. The tight end in motion right.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey, and they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
You talk about this Lions defense.
And they come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And how about that last play? Did you see how quickly they got to the ball? Caused a loss of yardage? Yeah, that play shows exactly why their ranking is justified.
And now they're just hoping to see more of that. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Purdy from the gun.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Charles, already trailing a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
In motion right, Debo. Purdy with it on 3rd and long.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays that we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field.
Samuel going to go in motion right. Purdy on 4th down.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
It's Brian Branch with it.
And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. In motion, the tight end.
19 tight. 19. Warriors 70. Go.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Here we go.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
65 catch. Buffalo 18. Dragon 60.
They'll look to throw.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
18 Cardinal.
Gibbs will try and pick it up.
Well, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th.
How about this? They'll change it at the line.
Viking 18.
An audible here to get a new look.
18, Pioneer.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. On for the field goal now is Evan McPherson.
They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to bring up second down.
Now, this defense for the Lions, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
Back to throw, Purdy. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
Purdy looking to throw.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a second time.
They'll go for it. Here's Purdy. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down on the other side of midfield.
4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
Once more, Purdy looking to throw.
That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
49ers nothing.
The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it 2nd down and 11. Purdy. And that one into the hands of Ayuk downfield.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Here's a 2nd and 5. Now Purdy. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk. An 11-yard touchdown. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. Jake Moody now for the point after. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you'll love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
Panther 11, Panther 11. 70 Ranger. Ready.
They go play action here on first down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Jameson Williams. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. You do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed, aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Yeah, this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. From the 46, here's second down and 1. Throwing here, Purdy. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And here he'll get it down to the 7. From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. Another run for Gibbs here. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. And now they'll shift things around. On 3rd down, here's Gibbs. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. So the rushing touchdowns continue to stack up, CD. That now 15 for him on the year.
And give him a ton of credit for staying healthy, being a smart runner, and is showing just how important he's been to his team. He's got to be their MVP at this point in the season, and those votes may even turn into league MVP votes when it's all said and done.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm about to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. got some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
Here's 2nd and 10. In motion right, Debo. Purdy to throw again on 2nd and 10.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But, Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2. Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 43 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
70 Lions. 79 Broncos. 60 Mavericks. 60 Mavericks. 19 tight. 19 tight. Mustang 19. Ready, roll.
He'll look to throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches.
70. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats. Ready.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Toward the sideline, intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And the Niners will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter.
Final play of the half. Purdy.
Over the middle, it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any one of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Purdy now to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there, and it helps him move the sticks.
Purdy off the play fake.
And this is going to be incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Here's Purdy.
It got his man complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. And give him a gain of 37. Now, look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Purdy sets up to throw again.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Out of the gun, Purdy.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Fresh off that pick six, here's Purdy. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Let's go now.
Shotgun now with Purdy. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So 2nd and 10 now here in the third quarter from Detroit.
79 Broncos. Trap 60.
Purdy from the gun. And my goodness, another interception. And the Lions are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5.
19 Tiger, 19.
They'll go again with Gibbs. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 64 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Shreds him with a stiff arm. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. Montgomery. Fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. They try again with Montgomery. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Back now at Ford Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Lions extend their 4th quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. And now here is another interception. Carlton Davis picks it.
But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Again, it's Gibbs.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jahmyr Gibbs
With his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Lions continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the fourth. And McPherson on for the extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34.
Purdy looking to throw on 1st down here. He's got the hook up downfield to Samuel. Down the left sideline.
Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 66 yards.
And the 49ers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. And CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about here, but it may be cliche, but give them credit for this. They've continued to fight and scratch and claw, and they get the touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And I'm okay with that cliche, all right? Maybe it'll alleviate the sting a little bit because at least they can look in the mirror and realize they fought all the way through. Horrible game for them, not one they'll want to remember, but at least they'll keep their heads up and have some pride when they leave this stadium.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And this team continues to stake its claim as Super Bowl favorites. They are now eyeing an 8th straight win as they begin this drive here in the fourth quarter.
Tracking 60.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's airing it out for Williams. This is caught inside the 15. And in for the Lions touchdown.
Jameson Williams.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Lions extend their lead yet again.
He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
Purdy to throw it on first down. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Aiden Hutchinson picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Purdy looking to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Lions are...